Now, WGEM Sports with Sports Director Tony Cornish Jr.
Well, in the very latest reports out of Augusta, Southeastern's All-State forward Danny Stevens will not be in action this evening as the Suns tip off against West Hancock. In fact, WGEM Sports has learned that the Mizzou preferred walk-on may be sidelined for the rest of the season. According to the Southeastern High coaching staff, Danny's dealing with a partial thickness tear in his glute right now. Stevens has been the focal point for the Suns offense so far this season, averaging over 30 points a game. He is phenomenal on the hardwood. Southeastern is the third seed in their sectional for the upcoming IHSA state playoffs. We checked in with WGM sports medical expert Dr. Raul Basho from the Hannibal Regional, and of course he offered us some additional insight on the injuries of this nature that Danny is facing. Dr. Basho indicated that injuries of this type are very uncommon for student athletes in Danny's age group. The injury can be caused by overusage in younger athletes. Recovery, well, the time can vary, but usually it takes 6 to 12 weeks to make a full recovery. Surgery is also very unlikely with a partial tear of the glute. We wish Danny all the very best.